Alpha males and their destiny. You both were born to lead as alpha males. You knew this as a youth and felt it in your bones. One of a pride and one as a solitary leader that needs his space. The world doesn't wait for fear to fade. It rewards the champions who persevere through the battles anyway. You were not born to stay in the past. You're here to right everything they thought was final in your life. Your greatness isn't found in peace and comfort. It's forged in storms of battle again and again, in silence of the dark, and in unseen grind for success. You know it's not about who's watching. It's about who you are becoming in the battles when no one is watching. Every scar is proof that you didn't fold, that you're stood tall to the bone. They doubted you, and now you showed them through actions what happens when you refuse to break. They'll remember your name not for how easy it was to lead as an alpha male, but for how you rose anyway to leadership. One day, your story will be told, and someone's reason to keep going and pushing. Never quit. Neither you two were made to blend in, but you two were born and built to break limits, even your own while you are on this earth. You both met at a point in life, neither has fear in his nature as you peer through the eyes into each other's soul. You see there will be no retreat nor surrendering. Your paths have met, and maybe in the future they will again. For now, life moves on. If you both still control your territory in life, as I state, your souls permanently stand in resolve. There will be no retreat or surrendering, only life or death. This is the destiny of alpha males. Here are some quotes from the alpha male, since you were patient and made it to the end. Greatness isn't born. It's built brick by brick and hour by hour, failure by failure, rise after rise. Real eternal change doesn't come from comfort. It's carved out through discomfort, discipline, and daily decisions. Let them underestimate you. It'll make your elevation and rise that much harder to ignore. Be louder with your actions than they ever were with their doubts about your potential. Sometimes the only way to win is to refuse to lose. This isn't just motivation. This is a declaration. Nobody hands you the life you want and desire. You have to fight and go to battle for it every single day. One painful childhood doesn't define your story. Flip the page, and now you write something legendary for yourself. What I mean is when the pressure builds, don't break. That's the wonderful moment diamonds are made. Everyone has potential that doesn't have an expiration date, but your excuses do. You don't need to see the whole path of your life. Just take the next impossible step with faith, where you can't see. Courage doesn't shout out loud. It whispers. Get up again and again. When everything inside you wants to stop and give up, we don't look at the fall, but the success.